I feel like that in today's day and age, there's very little emotional intelligence. And with emotional intelligence, I mean understanding our emotions on a deeper level, understanding other people's emotions, other people's feelings, and not on a superficial level, but I mean on a deeper level. So the root cause of why some people or why I am acting in a certain way, why I have certain emotions, and why I have certain feelings about certain things. So, why am I acting in a certain way when someone says something about me? Why am I frustrated about it? Am I happy about it? What is the reason? What is the root cause behind it? And the root cause is always something, of course, which is very deep. It's not something that's superficial, and that's what it's making. That's why it's making it so hard for all of us to find it and to understand it. And one of the reasons, in my opinion, is because there are not many, let's say, role models. There are not a lot of people talking about it, sharing their own experiences, sharing their own thoughts, and sharing their own knowledge. And the people that might be able to do so, or the people that might be doing so, they might not even understand it very well themselves. And even if they understand it very well themselves, it's also very difficult to convey it in a way that other people understand it. And this goes for what I said, other people's feelings, understanding how other people act, understanding how other people feel towards us or towards me, but also conveying to myself how I feel about certain things in a way that I can understand it. So what is the reason, for example, what is the reason that I'm getting frustrated when somebody says a certain thing about me? Why am I feeling happy when somebody says something about me, or when somebody does something, or just simply when something happens in my life? What is the root cause behind it? And I very much, I believe very much that it's very important to understand those reasons. And why I believe that is because that is what's helping people, or helping myself, to have better relationships with other people, to evolve and to improve myself in certain mental aspects. Because improving yourself in physical aspects is very much, or is many times, not that hard. It might be very hard, but it's very simple to do so. So for example, if I want to get stronger, I go to the gym and I lift weights. That's also very hard to do, but it's very simple to do. Everyone knows what to do. But evolving yourself and growing yourself in a more spiritual and emotional way, that is very hard to do, because it's not physical, you cannot touch it, you cannot see it. It's maybe only something that's in your own head. And I very much believe that the only reason to do so is to keep asking questions, to dive into yourself, and to let it flow a bit, to just let it go a bit. Don't be afraid of your own emotions. Don't neglect them, but do something with your feelings. So if there is a situation where you feel frustrated about something because somebody said something about you, or just something happened, not take it for granted and just go live your life. Just try to dive deeper into it. Keep asking yourself questions. So why do I feel this way? What just happened? Just sit down for a moment to understand what just happened, and keep asking yourself questions. Try to see things from a different perspective. And also, in many cases, it doesn't always have to be something bad. It doesn't always mean that if you feel frustrated about it, that's something that you have to change. I don't even think that you have to change many things, because you're simply the way you are. So if there's something that made you frustrated, then there's simply something that ain't for you. But if you can understand what it is that isn't for you, then you know for sure that you don't have to do that, that you don't have to do that again, or that you don't go to a certain thing again. And on the other hand, when something happens that makes you feel very good, or that just makes you feel happy, also analyze to a certain degree and try to understand what it is that did make you happy. And when you can figure that out and you can point out what it is that made you feel happy, then you can double down on that and do more of that. And also, definitely, for example, in relationships, be it with your husband, with your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, or simply with your parents or with your friends, if you can understand on a deeper level why someone or what is important to someone, If you can understand what is important to someone, then you can do more of that. But on the other hand, if you also can understand what is not important or what somebody else is just simply doesn't like to do, on a deeper level, just not, again, not superficial. And I mean with what I mean with it is not does someone like to go to the movies, or does someone like to go to the city, or what does somebody wants to eat, what does he doesn't like to eat. I mean on a deeper level, what is driving him? Why does he, for example, do a certain job, or why does he, for example, want to go to the city instead of, why does he prefer going to the movies? Not simply the superficial things, but I mean things more on a deeper level. What is the root cause of these things? And this makes relationships just a lot simpler. Again, relationships will always stay hard, but it makes it a lot simpler if you can understand, this is the reason that's driving somebody. This is the reason that somebody likes doing that. That's the reason that somebody doesn't like to do that. Then everything just keeps going simpler. And you can see, and yeah, I believe the only reason to do so, at least that's how I experienced it, is to keep asking questions. Keep asking yourself, what is it? What is driving me? What is the reason behind it? Why? And the more you can do that, the more I believe we can funnel down to that root cause and understand ourselves, understand other people, make better decisions for ourselves, and also make better decisions in regards to relationships, in regards to the people around us. And that is at least what I have experienced. That's at least how I look at it. Let me know about yours. Share them in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Feel free to share them in the comments. And again, for now, thank you very much for listening.